Okay, so I had a busy week. Yeah, my weekly vlog a little early. So, first, like last Thursday, I talked about a pretty box I had made. And it's this box, right here, that's covered with pretty art pictures. And I made it because one of the problems I have with the Commander format is I don't have any boxes that fit my decks, so I made one. And it fits quite well. I might slightly change some of the dimensions, but overall this is a successful box. It looks very nice. You can see all the different art pictures that I downloaded from the Magic website and then used to make it with. So no, I'm not selling it. This is for my personal use. And it you'll never guess what kind of deck I'm going to put in it, and anyone who plays that game knows exactly what kind of deck goes in that box. So, that is the pretty box that I talked about spending like 6 hours making last Thursday, because I not only had to figure out what the dimensions ought to be, I also had to make the art and then size it and then cut everything out and put it together. And do it all using materials that I have. So, yeah, that's made from Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew boxes. But hey, it looks good. Okay. Then, that was like Thursday night when I couldn't sleep. On Friday, I went out on the train to that place, Amy's place. She was hosting me this weekend because I was going to the Renaissance Festival with her. And I wore this hat most of the time, which is why I'm wearing it now. Because, one, it's a nice hat that looks good on me, especially when you can see all of me. And the other is because it's November. It's like early November, and that time of year tends to be cold. So wearing a hat helps me stay warm. So on Friday, I got there. And when I arrived, we went to O'Charlie's for dinner. And I got their cowboy steak because they had a special. It was $10 for a 6-ounce steak. And I had eaten a big meal before I left. So I wasn't starving, but I was still kind of hungry. And they were hungry because Amy had just gotten off work, and Chris, who's, I guess he's her boyfriend. I guess that's the right term for their relationship. Anyway, he is, he met us there and had dinner with us. So we had a good time. They actually ended up buying my dinner, which was extra funny since I spent most of the dinner going, how much is that? How much is that? Could I get a baked potato instead at no extra charge? What do I want on my baked potato? The free stuff. So they sat over there on the other side of the table kind of laughing most of the time. Then on Saturday, they had planned to have a bonfire in the evening because they live way out in the country and they can do that. So that was their original plan. We spent some of the day going out and getting different stuff so that they could have dinner on the grill and then have their bonfire, which we went out, we got like the charcoal and all the stuff, and then we did have dinner on the grill, but nobody showed up for the bonfire they'd intended to have, so we ended up going to something else that Amy's workplace was having, which was just a spontaneous let's go play bowling. So we went bowling, and my goal for that evening was to have no empty frames. So I wanted to hit something in every box. I'm not very good at bowling, but it seemed like I could possibly do it. And my first game, I had one empty frame, where I just had two bad gutter balls. I think I slipped or something. Anyway, my second game, I got it, and I had no empty frames, although there was one time when my ball went into the gutter and then popped back out, and it knocked down 9 pins, which was entertaining, but I don't think anyone else saw it. Then what happened? Then it was Sunday, because Sunday comes after Saturday. And on Sunday, I slept, and then I woke up, and then we were sleeping for like a long time, and we figured out my train ticket coming home. The latest train I could possibly take home on Sunday was 5:45 or something, and there was no way we were going to make that train if the Renaissance Festival let out at 5, and we had to fight with traffic to get there. So I suggested that we get the Monday morning ticket, which they kind of seemed to think was not a very good idea until we were on our way out of the Renaissance Festival and said, wow, we never would have made your train. So I was happy that, but it was a bit of a burden. Anyway, we're not there yet. We're at the Renaissance Festival. So I got there and I liked the festival. I went around, I found stuff. I was looking for something. I got my mother a little present, which isn't anything too special, but she likes ducks and she likes art, so I got her some pewter ducks and ducklings. Sit up. That one in the back that won't sit up straight, that's Tony. So it's a big duck and 3 ducklings. And whenever she decides she wants to get this early birthday Christmas souvenir present, because, yeah, I'm calling it all of those together. There's 4 of them, so like one of them is for your birthday, and one of them is for Christmas, and then the other one is as a souvenir, and then the other one is my little brother, because he has to be there. So that's how it is. And I got pewter ducklings. I think someone else would have bought them like right away had I not bought them, because as soon as I saw them I said, oh, that's really cute, and that would be perfect for my mother. Someone else was like, oh, they would be perfect for me. And I said, no, I got them. So I got those right away. And Amy held on to them for most of the day, because Amy has a little pouch where they would probably not get sat on. And my coat is long and flowing and gets sat on. So Amy held on to those for me that day. Amy also found my red hat at her place, but it's at the house she's moving out of, so I wasn't able to bring it back with me today. But I do hope I'll be able to get that. If you happen to see this, Amy, I would very much like my hat. And what else did I have going on? I saw the washer winches, I saw the Tory Stellar, Zilch Tory Stellar. It was kind of entertaining. And I saw a lot of different things. I mostly watch shows when I'm there, but by the end of the day my legs and feet were very sore. And yeah, it really was a lot of walking. Amy had said that it was a lot of walking. And as it turns out, it really, really, really is. So that was that. I looked at lots of stuff. I have a beard ornament, and it looks very nice, but my beard has gotten a little long for it. So I was looking at getting me some more of those, but I ultimately decided not to, because I can get them next year, I think, and right now, I think it's better if I don't spend my money on useless jewelry that I might wear once a year. So, that's that. But I might get a pair of them next year. Have twin beard, because it's a nice compromise between braiding and not having all the trouble of braiding. So, I had fun. It was good. I came back this morning on the train again. Amy's boyfriend Chris took me out at 7, and I managed to arrive for my 7:45 train 5 minutes early, which was great. And then I took the train up here, and my older brother picked me up on time. also. So everything has been running smoothly so far. Now this week I still need to study my binary file system storage thing because it wasn't working perfectly last week, but I've still got another day because it's only Monday and class is Wednesday. So I can study that today and tomorrow and some on Wednesday. And I can get those programs working. It's I know exactly where the information is, I just have to sit down and do it. I also, this weekend, I had some free time when no one else was around, so I did some writing on my papers. It's mostly transcribing my notes, and I'm going to figure out what I'm doing with that, scan it in, and I might run that past Dr. Mazzolini, because when last we spoke, I thought I would have them done, but it turns out that the paper takes a lot longer to write than I thought it did, but that's okay, because I guess it's okay. I hope it's okay. So what else have I? Just lots of stuff has been going on. I've got 2 or 3 other artistic project things, because this beautiful, wonderful box, which is complete with I can put stuff inside it, I've been trying to decide if I'm going to put an attachment and what kind of attachment to keep the lid down. Yes, in fact, I'm rather proud of this. It opens up and it has the same picture behind it, and it looks the same. So I'm proud of that. And I have a couple of other projects in my head that I'm going to work on next week. Yeah, that was rolling around in my head, not I'm crazy. So I'm going to try to work on that stuff and also my programming, and I have lots of other things going on. And did I mention applying for jobs yet? Because I've got to do that. So yeah, but this weekend was very good for me because it was so nice to get out and do stuff and not be here. Don't ask me how I paid for it, because that's not a good question to ask. Hopefully I'll get some more hours tutoring soon.